Addiction. Well, I consider addiction the jewel of the crown of the tree of affliction. Everything starts with fear and it evolves. Through fear, we're able to experience egotism, selfishness, or depression. Once we're able to experience that, we're able to experience rage. From rage, we jump into jealousy, envy, and then we are ready. We're all set for addiction, desire, this state where there is no possible satisfaction of whatever it is that I'm craving for. And the thing about addiction is I am addicted not because I consume a substance. Of course, if I cannot stop the consumption of a substance or I depend on any substance, it doesn't matter whether it's a pharmaceutical substance, sugar, coffee, alcohol, anything that I consume more than once a day, and I cannot spend 1 week, meaning 7 days without it, I am addicted to that substance. It doesn't matter what it is. Now, it's not only substances. There is what's called the dry addiction, which we tend to ignore it and to deny the power of that state. So I might not be consuming any substance daily, but I might be craving for conflict or attention, or maybe I create chaos constantly, or maybe I need to get angry with someone, or drama, sadness, the victim, the poor of me. So addiction is also a state that occurs in our everyday life without the need of me having to ingest something. Addiction is sustained by my attachments and my aversions. Both are very important to look into them because that what I am attached to is an addiction, and that what I am averse to, it's also an addiction, and it's also pointing to a dogmatic state of consciousness inside of me that will lead or is leading to an addictive state. Addiction is an emptiness within. It's when I have reached a state of no purpose, no sense, no meaning of my own self, of my own life. And that emptiness within, that emptiness in myself, I need to substitute it with something, with money, things, activities. It can be social media, it can be relationships, it can be sex, anything at all that I look for outside myself in order to satisfy an internal need. It is the principle of addiction. So as far as I cannot be with my own being, with who I am, with my loneliness or my solitude or my happiness, then I will be looking or seeking for something outside myself to rescue me, to save me, to pull me away from what I am feeling. And that running away from facing my responsibilities, my reality, is addiction. So when I am in addiction, I am not being responsible of myself. I am not exercising responsibility, but I'm exercising victimhood. And I am engaged fully in the drama of my own being, believing everything's personal. And therefore, I am in this dependency, codependency of external things to satiate my internal emptiness. And there is no end to addiction. I can maybe stop drinking alcohol, and maybe I will become addicted to work, or to taking courses, or to listening to podcasts. So whatever I am doing compulsively is denoting that I am not at peace with myself, that I am seeking outside for the answers that lie within. Now, in order to acquire a sober state of my addictions, I need to have the humility to understand my ignorance, my codependency, my fears, my dark sides, my internal monsters. And I need to be humble enough and strong enough to face my own pain, my own existence, just the way it is, with everything that has hurt, with every emptiness, with every joy, with every celebration, with every success, with every failure. When I'm not able to sit with myself in a naked state, raw, right there in front of a mirror, Paola and Paola, with all my lies, with all my mistakes, with all the dark side of myself, with my pain, with my wounds, with my drama, with my ignorance, and with my light, with my own power, with my own wisdom, then I will become addicted to something. So addiction is not something that gets resolved. Addiction is an everyday discipline. It is one of the biggest masters of my being. It is a perfect tool to help me walk or aspire towards enlightenment or self-realization, because it reminds me every day of my limitations, of my humanity, of my blindness, my deafness, and it helps me to remain humble enough to know I do need help. I have get it wrong. I will get it wrong. I am human. I'm hurting. I don't know. I'm confused. And that's okay. It's okay to feel that way. So addiction shows me, teaches me how to be human.